What's up there, my kids? The Juggernaut here. We're bringing you Madden 17. Live here on Madden 17 with the Falcons versus the Raiders.
Hello everyone, I'm Every and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Falcons going up against the Raiders. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a 13-year gap in LA, at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Legal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Let's get this shit started.
Let's go! Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, yeah, just push us back even more, you bitch.
Automatic first down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll try and throw for it here. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown of the new...
I ain't gonna rage quit. I'm gonna fucking shoot for a goddamn players right now. Where the fuck is
season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
we just seen this nigga fly? We just seen this fool fly into the fucking air, flop around in the fucking air and fall back down. The fuck.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
I'm gonna do this fucking shit myself.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I'm gonna do the shit myself.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Like I'm gonna do it myself.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Hurt the church. Look at that ass. Hurt church.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll drop the throw. On the move to his left. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kamar Aiken, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And he knocks it through.
And I did most of the motherfucking hour.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Boy, he was terrific last week, wasn't he? Put together a fantastic game, and now he gets to swagger out onto the field full of confidence and ready to go this week.
Fuck Mariota. Oh, Mariota. Mariota.
in with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
Exotic run play.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing. And now a 1st down following that long gain. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking it up, completing the pass.
Alan Sink was the quarterback in the center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And here's a look at the starting offense.
Mark Square.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. 7 yards on the pickup there. Now they've got it first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Oh, shit.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also, a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down?
And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play.
That was
just a
fucking
little
caught. You retarded shit.
Far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Pass interference because penalties on me.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, they ain't gonna call it fucking pass interference, though. They ain't gonna call that shit. They'd rather call a fucking penalty on me.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown in a Falcon uniform. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Gostkowski for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just an occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Austin.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start. Offense.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start. Offense.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
Quick fucking hard count here on fucking offense. That hard count in your own fucking offense.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
The hard count is all fucking offense. Cody's it fucking calling me unnecessary.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start. Offense.
Watch the run. Tight, double tight. Double tight.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start. Offense.
Double tight.
40.
4 down. 4 down.
One man in the backfield is Gordon.
That's a 45.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start. Offense.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Everyone's got 4. Keep on tight. Keep on tight.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He dropped that one. It almost felt like he was disappointed he wasn't the primary receiver. Because we saw the guy scan the field, came to him on a check down, and running back's supposed to catch that one.
He's supposed to catch that one indeed.
Were his feelings hurt or something? I don't know what happened there. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
48.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
Illegal block in the back, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On third down, here's Washington. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Austin. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
Early in his career, all we focused on with Michael Vick was his athleticism because he made some eye-popping plays along the way. Now, as a veteran, he understands better how to manage the game and really has a great work ethic about wanting to be an NFL quarterback.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Get up, motherfucking Twitter, bitches.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who gets it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes in certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's real close. It's real close.
1 quarter down. It's the Falcons with the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
There we go.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking there for Wes Welker, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Harvin the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
There we go.
It was fun to watch Melvin Gordon develop while he was in college at Wisconsin. I mean, he went from being almost a gimmick-type runner to a full-time, between the tackles, outside, catch-the-ball type of a guy. Took care of the ball pretty well, but that was a costly fumble there.
Yeah, costly fumble. By the way, what did you make of his rookie season?
That bitch back as a gimme.
He just wasn't quite sure of himself. Had a lot of injuries in the offensive line. Used to running behind a fullback in college. Didn't have that in the NFL. We'll see if they start to increase that for him and try and shake him free. Plus, he's coming back from a knee injury his rookie year. Microfracture surgery.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball. Born
in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Sets up the screen to Gordon.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Oakland.
cold cut. Pretty cold cut.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And wow, fortunately he was a... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
What the fuck?
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Here we go.
What I do with those fucking
Strong left.
Oh shit, hold on.
Hey. Check.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And the blitz was on there, able to get in the backfield from the linebacker spot and get him 2 points.
Brandon, we know a defensive coordinator right now who's looking for a raise. He had that dialed in perfectly, didn't he? The perfect blitz at the perfect time. 2 points for his team.
Okay.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Baldwin now to return. Here comes Michael Vick now leading his offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but For the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down in bounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Single. Hey, watch 11. One.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down where you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket, unfortunately.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, really? 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 Really gonna say that shit? Really gonna say that fucking shit? Really?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to go to Harmon again. And that brings him 4th down.
No second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take possession. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learned that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
No, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Harvin, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. The play-action fake. He'll look to throw. Backing up. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Really?
They went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Thing, you know,
here's Andy Lee now.
Their team
on
would have
for his
just held
second
on
punt.
to
He'd
that
take
ball.
a repeat of his first.
It is you would make this team go. This player hold on to the damn ball. You know?
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
When people see Vince Wilfork, they don't think about his versatility, do they? But we've seen that throughout his career where he's actually played some defensive end as well as his expected defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. Strength, great quickness inside. That allows him to make plays in the offensive backfield.
Absolutely a run stopper. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
False start, offense.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Offense.
Oh, you finally want to call a penalty on it? Wow!
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
False start, offense.
They come out here in the eye.
Nation. On your side. Yeah.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And take it right on the 30. Whoosh. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Oh, man wins.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Back of hands.
Well, you always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Stewart is the lone setback. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's up again at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Mariota. Ertz over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Working out of the gun. Mariota. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vince Wilfork in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Oh, we in field goal range.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gostkowski's kick is good.
32-22.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Raiders are on the bad end of things right now after 2 quarters. The Falcons, on the other hand, are just showing more of what they showed last week by playing good football. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders take it at the 6. The catch will be made in double coverage, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD, taking the lead up to 10. Falcons have it midway through the first. Vic's going to complete the pass to the sideline, and he cap off the long drive with a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 3. Now to the middle of the first. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, sticking with the same drive. Mariota's throw here goes into the end zone, and it's caught for the score, pushing the lead to 10. Midway through the first quarter. Here he'll scramble out of the pocket and take off. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Falcons now down by just 3. Falcons now late in the first quarter. Quick pass and completion is made here, and that goes as a 47-yard touchdown. Falcons go up by 4.
She didn't want to bother me because I was putting stuff away, so she went.
All right, Larry, these 2 teams back out there as we get set and ready.
I didn't do all the trouble of finding all the stuff to put it together. They told me not to bother.
Second half. So both teams have their marching orders as we get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a 2-minute starting to drive. from the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
This is a game mode.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Mariota. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Second half. I'm have to answer that shit.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
22.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Lightning blitz. With the lightning. I was in with the thunder.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vince Wilfork in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, he slipped right by him. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good. So they'll be able to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Miles Austin, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
And the defense almost got one there.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. And Gostkowski's kick is good.
22-22.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now of the game, and he's making it look easy out there.
It kind of has that vibe about him, doesn't he, Brandon? You get the sense when he comes out there, he just says, don't worry, guys, I got this. And 4 times now, he has.
I got down by 20.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, forced the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
Second down, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerron Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Were you any good?
Wasn't very.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Pass the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Wes Welker, 83 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hey, we got 3 down. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is brought in at the 21. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Wes Welker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
All right, 54-29. 54-29.
Set now to take this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
I got you, 45.
False start, offense.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Following the penalty, it's Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Strong left, strong left.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
28.
False start, offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Third 32.
Washington gets it going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far.
Anyway, we have to do it safe.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Well, you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the card.
And this is caught inside the 5. And give them a gain of 37. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
He'll try and run it in, the fullback Kuhn. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
60 to 29.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense earlier? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3rd down and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. Deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
15 yards through the air and a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Red, white, all red.
The feather cap.
Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Tight end left. Tight end left. 4 down. 4 down. Hey, where they keep?
White, all red.
White, all red. First down.
White, all
And
red.
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away.
But didn't get the
Incomplete.
ball.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
That was completely on accident.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
They'll throw again. Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Right there. 54 Mike.
First 20.
False start. Offense.
Check. Tight right. Tight right. Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. One. Watch the shift.
To the air again. Mariota. They set up the screen to Ivory. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start. Offense.
What the something? I don't know what it is, but it's going to be at the 20. What the 21?
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jerron Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
When the coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Fullback dive.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run with a fullback Coon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They run
all sitting waves and waves of my
into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jack Coon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gostkowski for the point after.
I'm like, y'all, bitch, y'all.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Come on.
False start, offense.
You gotta get to the ball, team. You gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Well, shit, they put themselves in a tough spot.
Again, it's Mariota. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. But still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll throw again. Mariota to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Ertz with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders get a score closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down Atlanta. So a good catch there by a guy who, let's face it, should not have been on the free agent wire.
I'm like you. I can't believe he was available. I bet there was a long line of teams who wanted to get him.
Use a strong. Let's use a strong one. Strong one. Yeah.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3 down. Let's go.
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
So hard not like.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know the playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
That's what I want.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Steak, bitch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. A second down throw here for Mariota. Finding time underneath Ivory. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
6 minutes left
like
in
he
the
might
game.
have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. And you have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Oh, my spirit, man. Fuck you.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him.
All right.
Key the tight end.
Done.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
He's going to let it go again, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now.
And just know that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And now they call on Steven Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out.
Oh, bitch!
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Those movies, they had a
And now here come the Raiders. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
Fucking disturbing.
When you're punting the football away, it doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
The way she said why to a creepy kid off the fucking ball.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st and 10, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down, Mariota. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Offense.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start. Offense.
Oh, let the game end.
So now a 1st and 20. Throwing is Mariota. They set up the screen to Ivory. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
I don't want that blitz.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start. Offense.
Oh, it's just a blitz. Just a blitz.
Mariota now on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, they want to do some whole shit.
False start. Offense.
They want to do some fucking whole shit now.
Third and long here for Mariota.
Bitch!
And this is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Yo, mama really has to get in line, bitch.
Offense.
2 minutes, 10 seconds.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start. Offense.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries.
Humphries is now injured.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Hey,
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Again, it's Mariota. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now what? Bitch asses off the damn field. Hot damn it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20-20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
I can't tell. Keep the ball.
After reviewing the play, the play on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
I ain't hurrying up too much. Shit.
Offense.
Want to go with penalties again.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Offense.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it is incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the
Really?
defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
That's what it was. Give me the damn ball. Don't call a damn penalty after you get a fucking badass motherfucking play.
Mariota on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I sure did do
and he's got it up
Pity
and
78. Pity to 78. I sure did do that shit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Don't call it a comeback.
They'll be taken in the end zone.
Not calling a motherfucking
and no run back
comeback.
here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. And this is an afternoon that they're going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And that's going to be hard for them to do because they still have to go watch film. And so someone's going to point out all the errors. But you're exactly right. Can they set that aside and get themselves geared up for a better performance down the road?
Maybe some of them at least have dinner to look forward to with their families after this one.
Well, I've got dinner to look forward to with you, and I know who's buying.
Yep, not me. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Eluding the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Oh, fuck this shit. I'm doing Hail Mary.
Completion now brings up third down.
Fuck it.
3-3. Let's go.
I give no damns.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
4 down. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Offense.
Offense. Of fucking course. Of fucking course. I make a play like that. They call a penalty shortly after.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going the other way. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fuck you, computer. Fucking hoe-ass bitch.
Mariota now on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
You ain't dealing that shit.
So out come the Falcons now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Raiders Raiders have got him. They bring a man off the corner that time.
I don't give a
gets
fuck.
home for
3,
a loss of 6.
2, 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Thank you, Devil's Angel 266 for the follow. Peace out, y'all.